Our second question is about Miller-Urey experiment. Does that prove that the formation of complex chemicals from simple ones and the creation of amino acids is possible?
Yeah, the Miller-Urey experiment does indeed produce amino acids. So they sparked a mixture of methane, ammonia, and water, and it produces a range of amino acids in minute quantities. Notice that the quantities are minute. You get both the left and the right-handed version of the amino acids. Most of the product of that reaction is useless tar. You just get minute quantities of these amino acids. But the atmosphere that they used, methane and ammonia, isn't plausible for Earth at any time. It couldn't build up or survive on the Earth because ammonia is too reactive and it's too soluble. It would simply be used up in a geologically short time, and it's very soluble in water as well, so it would all dissolve in the sea. Most modern scientists dismiss this atmosphere as being unrealistic, and they suggest an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen. And when this is sparked, it gives even smaller yields of amino acids, and again, they're left and right-handed, mixtures of left and right-handed. And of course, again, there are problems with this kind of atmosphere on the early Earth because hydrogen is a light gas and it would escape from the gravity of the Earth. So how could such an atmosphere survive for long enough for amino acids to build up in the ocean or elsewhere? Then amino acids are very simple chemicals. There's no answer for them combining to give proteins and DNA or carbohydrates or lipids, as I've mentioned before. Lots of other components are needed for biological life. I mean, sugars are required for carbohydrates. It's been suggested that these could occur naturally from what's called the Formose reaction, but this requires high concentrations of formaldehyde. Again, that's a highly reactive chemical. How could this build up in nature? And then the reaction produces a complex mixture of many different sugars, including all possible stereoisomers. There's no way that just the correct sugars for real carbohydrates and membranes could be obtained pure from this process. And then the bases, nucleotides for DNA and RNA, there's a reaction between hydrogen cyanide and ammonia. Again, the problem is, how could these be available in nature? They're reactive. They're not going to build up. And then there are the same problems of condensation and chirality that I've mentioned before.
Amazing answer. I love your approach because many American younger creationists will reject totally that experiment. But you don't reject it, just say that that doesn't match atmosphere in the early stage. So yeah, nice approach. Yeah.
Definitely, yes.